Yes. Hi, guys. Hi. I don't know where we left off, but I had to recheck because I have to record this twice now. While Jack was sleeping, I started to making us dinner. It's killing me. I want to know what happened to Jim. To Jim? To him. I want to know if someone hurt him. I looked at the kitchen table and saw Jack's phone next to his bag. So I put the stove on low and walked slowly over to his bag. This is wrong, Mark. Don't do it, Mark. I pick up the phone. I went into... Sorry. I went into the photos because I was a nosy a-hole. A lot of them were absolutely adorable selfies of Jack. I blushed and clicked out of the photo when I found a nude pic of Jack. I went into messages and I found a message slot from a guy named Alex. I opened it up and felt the rage rise. These texts are horrible. They were all death and rape threats. When I went through and found out this was Jack's ex-boyfriend. I felt a little joy knowing Jack was gay. Whoever is an absolute monster. I guess that's why Jack was so afraid I was going to hurt him. I shut the phone off and got back to cooking. I'm slowly falling for this adorable man, and god dang it, I'm going to protect him. Note to self, if I ever meet Alex, I'll gut him like a fish. I finished the dinner and set the table. I made salmon and fries. I heard slow footsteps coming from the hall. I saw Jack walk into the dining room. "Good morning, kitten," I said with a warm smile. He blushed and smiled. "Good morning, Mark." I pulled out a chair for him. I set a plate of food down in front of him after he sat down. "Thank you," he said, as he dug in. I chuckled and began to eat. After we finished dinner, I washed the dishes. "I'm gonna go take a shower," said Jack, as he wiped his mouth with a napkin. As I put away the leftovers, a strange image popped in my head. Jack's eyes are so beautiful. They're like the deepest ocean. Every time I look into them, I feel my breath has been taken away. I just can't get the Irish kid out of my head. I heard bare footsteps behind me. I turned around and Sean only wearing a towel. He was using the other one to dry his wet hair. "Sorry, I forgot my bag," he said, grabbing his bag and walking back into the bathroom. My pants feel very tight. After everything was clean, I got my pajamas and went to sleep. I was lying in my room, staring at the ceiling. I couldn't sleep because I couldn't get Jack out of my head. He was perfect in every way. I decided to play on my laptop. Nobody knew this, but I'm a big anime fan. I was watching episode 12 of Toko Ghoul, where I left off, and I had my eyes glued to the screen until at the corner of my eye I saw a door open. I took off my headphones and pointed to the direction of the door. Jack was walking and sniffling. He was wearing a baggy hoodie and sweatpants. I turned on my lamp. His eyes were very red. His cheeks were stained with tears. "What's wrong, kitten?" I asked. I walked over to him. "I had a nightmare," he said softly. I nodded and pulled him into a hug. He softly sobbed into my shoulder as I rubbed his back to calm him down. "You can sleep here if you'd like," I told him. He smiled weakly and nodded. We both crawled into bed, into my large bed. "I don't think I'll be able to go back to sleep," he said. I turned on my TV and went on Netflix. "Look, Ghoul," he said, excited. "You like that show?" I asked. "Well, I've never seen it, but I've been wanting to watch it." I smiled and played the first episode. I can't speak. "Don't do it, Kinsey. She's a ghost." "Ghoul," Jack yelled at the screen. I laughed and threw another piece of popcorn in my mouth. We both didn't mind this, but we slowly started to cuddle while watching the show. It wasn't long before I heard gentle snoring. How could a snore be so cute? I pulled the blanket over us, hugging Jack into my chest. I kissed his forehead. Good night, Jack, I said with a smile on my face. Jack shifted and smiled. Good night, Mark. And like that, he was asleep. Oh boy, tomorrow is Jack's first day at the club. The uniform for a bartender at a club is a little showy. He's supposed to wear really short black jeans, black leather boots, and a rainbow bow tie. Jack's kind of shy, and I don't want a bunch of drunk guys with their hands all over him. We do give our employees a little button that alerts me if someone's getting too grabby. Okay, I'll be honest, Club Paradise is a gay male strip club, but it's fine. But that's fine. Our dancers are well paid and treated with respect. Something like stripping in front of drunk guys definitely isn't for Jack. Good thing we needed a bartender. Shut off my lamp. I shut off my lamp and close my eyes. I'll be right back, guys. I slowly opened my eyes, and I was greeted by a muscular chest. I was terrified that it was Alex, but I calmed down when I saw it was Mark. I smiled and cuddled into his chest. I felt him wrap his muscular arms around me. I giggled. Good morning, Marky Moo, I said. He chuckled weakly. Good morning, kitten, Mark said, sitting up, stretching his arms. He got out of bed. I'm going to go take a shower, he said, smiling at me. I smiled and nodded. While he was in the shower, I heard my phone go off. I picked it up and checked the text that I had. It was from Alex. I thought I blocked him. Alex. Sean, I'm sorry. Please come back and forgive me. I laughed and typed my response. It's too late. It's too late to apologize. You hurt me and I will never forgive you. Ever. I hit send and blocked him again. Does he seriously think that a little apology text will make all he did to me go away? I heard Mark come back into the room. He was wearing the suit he was in the day we met. Dang, he looks hot in it. Now, kitten, we need to talk about the club, Mark said in a soft tone. I nodded a little curiously. Mark put a hand on my shoulder, smiling. I should have told you when you asked for the job. Here is a Club Paradise, a gay male strip club. I think I chuckled. I already knew that, I said honestly. He looked up at me with a shocked expression. Really? He asked. I laughed. Mark, I saw the poles in private Dan's area, I said, remembering the club Mark sighed and then pulled something out of his pocket. It was a little device with a red button on the top. Jack, I'm gonna say it. You're drop-dead gorgeous, and the guys at the club will notice that. Now, if anyone gets too touchy or grabby or tries to do something, to press the button and alert me immediately, Mark said, handing me the device. I blushed at the fact he called me gorgeous and smiled, taking a switch. I put it in my pocket and went to get changed. I put on my blue hoodie and jeans. I walked out of the bathroom and slipped my shoes on. Me and Mark got into this cherry red convertible car and started driving to the club. On the way there, Mark had started rubbing my leg. I smiled at Mark as we looked into each other's eyes. As I smiled as Mark kept rubbing my leg. His touch is so gentle and caring. I was playing around with the little device in my pocket as we pulled into the driveway of Paradise. Mark walked into the club with the big red entrance doors. I scanned the club. I saw lights were flashing, music was playing, and the guys were nearly nothing but on dance balls. I blushed as I felt an erection forming. Mark led me to the back door that led me into the change room. The walls were dark maroon. The floor was black marble. There was large mirrors with light bulbs on the walls. There were a lot of kinky outfits lying around. I blushed at all of them. We went through another door that led into a bunch of lockers. Mark opened the one that had my name on it. He pulled out a pair of really short black jeans, shorts, leather boots, and rainbow bow tie. I blushed as Mark handed me the outfit. I'm sorry, kitten. I know it's showy, but that's all we have, I said Mark, as he rubbed the back of my neck. I chuckled. It's mine, Mark. Mark smiled and stepped out so I can get changed. This is a strip club, so I didn't decide to wear underwear. After I was completely dressed, I walked out. A lot of guys whistled as I walked out. I blushed and walked over to Mark. You look great, kitten, Mark said, smiling with a little hint of blush on his cheeks. He led me to behind the bar. Do you need help with anything, Jack? He signaled to the to the drinking ingredients. I think I'll be fine, Mark. Mark smiled. Remember, if someone gets too grabby, you have the button. I smiled as Mark walked into his office. A blond guy walked up to the bar. Hey, cutie, can I get a martini? He said with a smug grin. I quickly made the drink and gave it to him. Thanks, he said, as he winked as he walked away. My first day was going pretty good so far until I handed this guy a drink and he started stroking my arm. I tried to move my arm away, but he held it tightly. You have such soft skin, said the man, as he stroked my arm. I could smell the gallons of alcohol in his breath. I finally got my arm free. Thank you, I said caughtily. I was making the guy drink when the drunk guy who stroked my arm came behind the bar. You can't be back here, I told him. Not even looking at him, I felt him squeeze my... Come on, Sex, let's have a good time, I slurted. I pushed him away, his band away. Leave me alone, you dirty old pervert, I said louder. All of a sudden, he forced me to the ground. He started unzipping my pants. I pressed the button that Mark gave me. I heard Mark's door slam into the wall as it swung open. He walked over and pulled the guy off the collar shirt. Who the freak are you? Yelled at the drunk guy. Mark didn't say a word. He just walked to the door and threw the guy out of it. He came over here, lifted me with a bridal style, and carried me to his office. He sat me down and got a med kit from his office bathroom. I was kind of asking what it was for, but then I noticed a scrape on my knee, and the guy forced me to the ground. Mark got me all patched up and then hugged me. Are you smiling? No, Mark. Are you alright, kitten? Are you smiling? He asked as he nodded. I'm okay, Mark, I said, smiling. You don't have to go back to work if you don't want to, he said, looking at my eyes. I smiled. It'll be fine, Mark. I hugged him to close. I have to protect myself. I have you to protect me. Aw, it's cute. After Mark hugged for a while, I jumped off his desk. I immediately regretted it because my shorts fell down and I wasn't wearing underwear. Mark blushed as his eyes were the size of the moon. I blushed furiously and quickly pulled them back up. Me and Mark were in silence for a while, then we both started laughing hysterically. I was tired of making drinks, and I wanted to go back and hang out with Mark. I got changed into clothes. I wore the club and walked out. I headed toward Mark's office. I stepped inside and smiled at me. You ready to go home, kitten? He asked. I smiled and nodded. We headed out to the parking lot. Mark said the car, we drove off. How was your first day, kitten? Mark asked as we drove down the street. It went well, I said, smiling. Not after all, we made it to the apartment. Want to watch a movie tonight, Maya asked me. I nodded and then we unlocked the door. I'm going to rent a movie. I'll be back soon, kitten, Mark said, smiling and heading out the door. I was home alone, so I decided to play on his computer. I was playing the new game called Happy Wheels on his computer. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun yet stressful. Get up, come on there. I yelled at the character, and then I yelled at the character, fell and died. I giggled and got up as I heard Mark come into the house. Hi, kitten, he said, smiling. A bunch of movies. Hey, Marky Moo, I replied. I poured myself some Dr. Pepper. He put on the movie in. I grabbed a blanket and we got under it. I slowly laid on Mark's chest and he started to stroke my green hair. His hands were so warm. The first movie was a comedy, and I loved the feeling of Mark's chest bouncing up and down. Every time he laughed, suddenly my phone started ringing. I picked it up, and a number I was calling shrugged and answered it. The voice taunted me for years, rang through my ears. You mother effer, yelled Alex through the phone. Alex? I started out loud. Yeah, it's me, you piece of shit. Where are you? Where the freak are you? Alex asked me. Sheen's eyes got really teary, and I heard yelling who the hell was speaking to. Everything all right, kitten? I asked. He looked at with me, tears going down his cheek. He shook his head and started to hyperventilate. I grabbed his phone from his and hugged him. With a chest-free hand, he started sobbing into my chest and hugged me tightly. I put the phone to my ear. Hello? I asked. Who the hell is this? I heard a deep voice yell. This is Mark, close friend of Sean. Who the freak is this? I said back to him. This is Alex, Sean's boyfriend, he snapped. So the son of a bitch is Alex. He's not your boyfriend anymore, Mark, said Sean, still sobbing in my chest. Well then, bye, guys. I just realized how late this video was. So if you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm sorry if I'm mumbling. Bye.